I'm addicted and expensive. Byron Wilcott. And I'm watching WGS-TV.
Welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer. I'm Billy Boudreaux, and this is going to be my Friday night Smackdown review for the week of March 23rd, 2012. We open up this week's Friday night Smackdown with, at first it looked like it was going to be an incredibly lame, incredibly boring segment with Daniel, Bryan, and AJ. And normally I don't like to say anything bad about AJ because she's smoking hot. But, it was kind of it looked like it was going to be just a lame segment where they're going to have them go out there and AJ was going to put over Daniel about how sweet he is and whatnot, and it was like that. And of course, Sheamus came in at the appropriate time and, and said, that while AJ was making those statements about Daniel Bryan, that he threw up a little bit in his mouth. If it wasn't for Sheamus coming out here and adding to the segment, it would have gotten a 1 out of 5. I did, the segment was just, it kind of left me with a bad taste in my mouth. But I am very glad that Sheamus came out and actually contributed more into the segment. Just having it be more about Daniel Bryan coming over there and making AJ put him over. They basically, had him go out there and put over their match at WrestleMania. So, 3 out of 5. I thought it was a decent job. But like I said, if Sheamus wasn't out there, it would have been a 1 out of 5. But because Sheamus was there, 3 out of 5. Then next up, we had a match with Mark Henry and R-Truth. It looked like it was going to be a squash match, but it looked very decent to me. R-Truth had some good spots, and so did Henry. And the finish was really good, in my opinion. R-Truth was going for a crossbody, and Henry caught him with his strength. And, of course, R-Truth is no small man. I think he goes about 240 or 250 or somewhere around that range. And R-Truth's not a small guy. And for him to catch, Mark Henry caught him like he was a lightweight and gave him the world's strongest slam. So I thought it was a great finish to a otherwise very decent match, 3.5 out of 5. And then we have a segment with Zack Ryder. We've been building, for the Ryder rally for them to get Zack Ryder to join Team Teddy. And, Ryder was doing everything. He even brought in Hornswoggle to be a mascot with a flag. It just wasn't convincing Teddy enough. And he said, well, if you get me to join, you get this big guy too. And, of course, it's the great Khali coming up dressed as Zack Ryder. He even did his own woo, 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 And I thought it was a very decent segment, in my opinion, 3.5 out of 5. And then next we have a Divas match, AJ taking on Brie Bella, and of course Daniel Bryan's going to be in AJ's corner. And so far, ever since they had Daniel Bryan being in AJ's corner, AJ has won. She beat Nikki Bella on Monday Night Raw, and she went over on Brie Bella. And apparently, after the match was over, they had a segment, or apparently both Bellas differ on which general manager they want to be the one to run both shows. Apparently, Nikki Bella is the one who wants Team Teddy, and Brie wants Team Johnny. As far as the Divas match goes, it was average, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. A chance to see AJ. Next up, we had a really good match with Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger. Boy, I was impressed. You want to talk about a match that nearly stole the show for Friday Night SmackDown? That's Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger. I mean, they really captivated the audience. They captivated my attention. I'll tell you that. It really went well, and Ryder ends up getting the win over Jack Swagger. And again, it was a very, very good match, in my opinion. Highly entertaining, and that's what the matches are supposed to do. So, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, you get a 4 out of 5. Then next up, we had a match, or a rematch from Monday Night Raw. It's Big Show and the Kane. Now, this matchup was, I want to say, a lot better than the less than 3-minute squash match they had on Raw. They actually did something. in this match. Content-wise, I thought it was really good. Before the match took place, they had a segment cut with Cody Rhodes, and they said it happened earlier today at Wild 1, or Friday, or Tuesday, whenever they film it, saying that you had a plane to catch, and of course we know that was going to be bogus. So the ending was a little bit predictable. You kind of figured that Cody Rhodes was going to come out and interfere in the match, but otherwise, I'm going to say good content and a good match from two of the big men in the WWE, in the Big Show and Kane. I'm going to give it a decent score. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 votes. The only reason why it's not a 4 out of 5 is the predictable run-in by Cody Rhodes. You kind of expected that to happen. You know, if they weren't going to have Cody Rhodes, run in on the Big Show in the match, then they wouldn't have had him cut the promo before the match even started, saying that he had to leave. Because we all knew that was going to be bogus. We all knew that, the only reason they had him cut that promo is to try to get all the other wrestling fans out there to honestly believe that Cody Rhodes had left the building and he wasn't going to be there. No offense to all you other wrestling fans. Then next up, you want to talk about squash matches. Brodus, Clay, and Heath Slater. The only highlight of seeing Brodus' dancers. In all honesty, here's my opinion about the Funkasaurus. And, I still hold true to this day that, yes, it is an entertaining gimmick. It's an entertaining gimmick. But I want to see Brodus Clay actually being used on a proper angle on the WWE. Have him involved in a storyline like we see Big Show and Cody Rhodes, like we see CM Punk and Chris Jericho, like we see Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Have him get actually involved in a feud. I want to see him being utilized like that. I mean, yes, it's entertaining, but I think we're also starting to get a little tired of the squash matches. We're starting to get a little tired of him coming out and in less than 3 or 4 minutes having him win his match. So, yeah, it's getting a little entertaining, a little, disconcerting to the fact that the only way that the WWE is utilizing Brodus Clay is for squash matches. If they really want to start utilizing him properly, then he needs to be used in an angle. I want to see how Brodus Clay can actually be utilized and how he handles himself in an actual angle. He's worked on his in-ring ability. He's worked on becoming entertaining. And with the Funkasaurus gimmick, yeah, it is getting entertaining, but we need to see the Funkasaurus gimmick, being put to the test. We need to see the gimmick going against somebody. We need to see somebody that can actually test the gimmick, can actually put Brodus Clay to the test. I think that's what we the fans, or me, I speak for myself. If you guys agree with me, that's great. If you have your own opinion on it, that's great as well. But what I want to see, I want to see Brodus Clay actually being utilized in a proper storyline, in a proper angle, to see how the Funkasaurus gimmick will be played out. I mean, that's the only thing I can say about it. I mean, the Brodus Clay Heath Slater match, 3 out of 5 at best. But he's worked on being entertaining. He's worked on his in-ring skill, because we don't see him using that crossbody anymore. I think that's one of the reasons why Vince McMahon had originally pulled him off of TV. He wasn't happy with some of his in-ring work, and apparently that crossbody finisher he's using, apparently Vince McMahon was not a fan of, so they had him cut it out. But I think if we can finally see the Funkasaurus gimmick being utilized in a storyline, rather than just have him come out entertaining the fans and having squash matches, I think we'll be able to see finally the true talent of Brodus Clay, because he has the ability. He has the ability to do it, but the thing is, the WWE has to let him. They have to green light the go ahead, But for right now, they're just fine and dandy with having him do squash matches with jobbers and such, like Heath Slater. I know a lot. Probably got some Heath Slater fans saying, "Oh, he's not a jobber." When's the last time he's actually done anything? Next up, we had another match involving Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. We had the Great Khali and Dolph Ziggler. It was a decent match, but they actually tried something new. They tried to. It's something we haven't seen in a while, and well, let me set it up for you as I am fixing some headphones for Cody here. Cody, dip in and say hi. Say hi. What they tried to do is they tried. Dolph Ziggler had a. See if you can use this, Cody. Can you use it like this?
Yeah.
All right. What they tried to do with Great Khali and Dolph Ziggler is Dolph Ziggler had immediately slapped on the sleeper hold, and then John Laurinaitis rang the bell and immediately declared Dolph Ziggler the winner of the match via submission, which we all knew was bogus because Khali did not submit to the sleeper hold. So Teddy Long got on the microphone and said, "I'm the general manager of SmackDown, and this match is still going on. And if Dolph Ziggler did not get back by the count of 10, he was going to lose the match via countout, which is what happened. So Great Khali is a winner by countout, and then we see all of them dancing like Teddy Long, including the Great Khali. And wow, I didn't think that kind of humanity could move like that, but still, just for trying something new and something we haven't seen for a while in the WWE, I'm going to give that whole thing a 4 out of 5. Because it actually caught my interest. I'm like, okay, they're actually trying something where they're going to screw him? And the main event that they've been pushing all night long, Sheamus and CM Punk versus The Miz and Daniel Bryan. 4 main eventers in one match. Can't ask for anything better. This is almost pay-per-view quality main event with this tag team of Sheamus and CM Punk taking on The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Now, on one hand, I thought it might have made a little bit more sense to actually substitute The Miz for Chris Jericho. But if you think about the run-in that The Miz had with Sheamus, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense to insert him because I'm pretty sure The Miz wasn't happy that he got beat by Sheamus on Monday Night Raw. So have him come out and be in the tag team with Daniel Bryan instead of Chris Jericho. Quality match. I thought it was really great. Like I said, 4 main eventers who know how to perform at that level in one match. You gotta be impressed with it, and they were nothing short but really, really good. The finish of the match, I really thought it was good too, and kind of expected. Daniel Bryan was going to cower out of getting bro kicked from Sheamus, and it looked like Miz was going to get bro kicked at first, but then he reversed it and. And he was trying to attack Sheamus, and then Sheamus, from out of nowhere, hits him with the bro kick again and gets the 1-2-3, winning the match for his team of Sheamus and CM Punk. And then the last thing we see Daniel Bryan backpedaling with AJ by his side. And that's pretty much the end of Friday Night Smackdown. I didn't know how to pick it up from that. Main event, really good. 5 out of 5, in my opinion. 5 out of 5. I thought it was really great. And... But like I said, I thought it would have made a little bit more sense to substitute The Miz for Chris Jericho. But looking back on Monday Night Raw with Sheamus and The Miz, it kind of fits on the same token. So what I want to know now from you, the WGS-TV viewers and subscribers, is your thoughts on this week's Friday Night Smackdown. You know the way to do it. Leave your comments in the comment section below or in a video response with your thoughts on this week's Friday Night Smackdown. I look forward to reading what you guys have to say or viewing what you guys have to say if you put it in a video response. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer. So with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Bujo saying thank you very much for watching.